All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Wa'arakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like. To the rest of the church who believe as well, including you women. To the dead in Yahweh Shai also. The water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel, none of this would even be possible, period, point blank, whatsoever. All right? Now, I'm going to go to the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 10 and verse 21. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils. So, there's a line drawn in the sand. You pretty much have to make a decision. You either serve Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai or you don't. But now understand that, serving Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, although it's a benefit, you're serving, the kings of the earth, man. You're serving Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. But with that comes afflictions. With that comes sorrow. With that comes rejection, being despised. But with that also comes advantages as well, man. Plenty of advantages. Okay. Just like there's plenty of afflictions, there's plenty of advantages. Coming into this truth, there's a balance. You're gonna receive good and you're gonna receive what feels to be evil, being in this truth. For many, that can make them fall out. Because see, when you're a partaker being involved in this ministry, you understand that you're gonna have low moments. You're gonna have times where it just feel like everything's going wrong. You're gonna have times where it's like you just want to lose it. You want to bite down on your teeth and break your teeth, symbolically, as a representation of just how frustrated you can get. Okay. Many will go through those frustrating times and they would see that as an exit. I can't do this no more. But a part of, being a partaker at the Lord's table, drinking of the cup of the Lord, is, going through those afflictions as well. All right. You cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. See, when you drink the cup of devils, you sell out. You might get a little goodies. People might accept you. You might find yourself in better opportunities in this world because you're doing things of this world. You're with, the people of darkness. You're in a society where, it's pretty much just do what thou wilt, except for serve the Lord. That's the mentality of today's world. It's like, hey, you can do whatever you want to do, just don't serve the one true power. You can be a homosexual, you can be an atheist, you can be unsure, but you can't serve the God of heaven and earth. That's a part of, drinking the cup of devils and partaking with these devils, the devils of this world, man. Because this world is just flat out deception and wickedness. All right. You cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils. Okay. Now, what did James and John say to Yahweh Shai? Because they wanted to sit at his right hand. I think they pretty much had asked, Lord, can we sit at your right hand? And Yahweh Shai told James and John, like, hey, you don't know what you're asking, man. Because, see, to sit at my right hand, that means you got to catch hell. You got to go through things, man. Everything's not going to be all good. But at the same time, Yahweh Shai also told them, hey, you're surely going to drink of that cup. And what is that cup that you're drinking of Yahweh Shai? That affliction that comes with being in this truth. That's why throughout the scriptures, man, you're going to hear, how, you gotta pretty much endure. You got to be patient. This thing is a mental fight more than it is physical. Nothing wrong with going to the gym, doing push-ups or whatever. But this is more of a mental battle than what it is physical. Okay? But let me get that account. I believe it's Mark. I want to say Mark 10 . And This is Mark 10 and 35. And James and John, the sons of Zebedee, come unto him, saying, Master, we would that thou shouldst do for us whatsoever we shall desire. And he said unto them, What would ye that I should do for you? Then said unto him, Grant unto us that we may sit one on thy right hand, and the other on thy left hand in thy glory. But Yahushua said unto them, Ye know not what ye ask. Can ye drink of the cup that I drink of, and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with? And they said unto him, We can. And Yahushua said unto them, Ye shall indeed drink of the cup that I drink of, and the baptism that I am baptized withal shall ye be baptized. So Yahushua is telling them, like, look, you're gonna catch hell too. And you indeed gonna catch hell. All right? But to sit on my right hand and on my left hand is not mine to give, but it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared. So you can't make yourself the elect. You can't make yourself one of the Lord's chosen men. All that has already been sanctioned from the beginning of time. Okay? So to drink of the cup, you have to go through the hell. You have to catch hell right alongside with the men of the Lord. Okay, you have to catch hell right alongside with Yahushua. All right? You have to catch hell right alongside Yahweh, because they're looking down at this place, and they're very displeased with this place. They're not happy at all, man. Okay? So to be in this truth, and in order to obtain the kingdom, we have to drink that cup of affliction. All right? I'm going to go to the book of Matthew 20 and 21. And he said unto her, What wilt thou? She saith unto him, Grant that these my two sons may sit, the one on thy right hand, and the other on the left, in thy kingdom. But Yahushua answered and said, Ye know not what ye ask. Are ye able to drink of the cup that I shall drink of, and to be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with? They say unto him, We are able. And he saith unto them, Ye shall drink indeed of my cup, and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with. But to sit on my right hand and on my left is not mine to give, but it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared of my Father. Okay, so he said the same thing again. All right. Now check this out. The baptism is also catching hell, going through afflictions. That's why when you come into this truth, although you've always suffered in the world too, there are certain things that we go through that sometimes, if you're not spiritual, you can't explain it. Things happen like, how in the hell could that even happen? But then man, this is a spiritual battle. Because see, when you come into this truth, it's a totally different fight. It's totally different. All right. This is a totally different fighting skill, a totally different martial art. So, when you're in the world, you're carnal. When you're in this truth, everything is spiritual, man. 2 Timothy 3 and 12. Yea, and all that will live godly in Mashiach Yahushua shall suffer persecution. So when you live godly, you're going to suffer persecution, because the demons, these evil spirits, are going to jump on these people, man, to afflict you. And then there's also times where, the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua rests upon you, and these spirits kind of let up a little bit. But then there's just times they come and they mess with you. Then they let up. Then they mess with you. They let up. But you're going to constantly go through things in this truth. Okay, but then it gets to the point where it doesn't feel as bad as it would feel when you first come into the truth, because then you become like a callus. You become a spiritual callus. Okay, you're able to sustain that pressure a lot better the longer you're in this truth. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. All right, because they're sitting at the cup of devils, man. Oh, I said they're sitting at the cup of devils. All right, whatever. They're sitting at the table of devils, man, and they're drinking that cup. Okay? So seeing that men are getting more evil, that's going to make it more evident on why we're going to catch hell through people as well, man, and why we're going to suffer persecution. Because we're in a time now where men have become more evil than what they even used to be. All right. The prophets were catching hell in our past lives. Well, right now, this is a more wicked time than what we were doing back in our ancient lives, man. Okay. Imagine some of the men who were martyred back then. Well, we're in a worse time now. It's just right now, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai has a spiritual chain on the spirits of these people. But when he unleashes them chains, man, it's going to become total darkness and evil out here, man. And if you don't have the spirit of and protection of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, there's no other way. But evil men and seducers, or people seducing other men. Oh, that's not the truth. Seducing other men to not come into this thing. Seducing women to commit adultery on their husbands. You know, women seducing men to sleep with them so they commit adultery on their husbands. All right, all this wickedness and seduction. All right, just like in John 8:44, it tells you, you know, how Yahweh Shai had called some of the wicked of our people. I believe they were scribes and Pharisees, if I'm not mistaken, but he said, ye are of your father, the devil. All right. The scriptures tell you that the wicked seduce our people. So Esau loves seducing our people. You even have Israelites who be trying to seduce our people to prolong in their wickedness, man. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and has been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. All right. And we acknowledge how we've learned this truth. And, you know, with that, it takes a spirit, you know, to even allow you to believe what you're listening to. All right. Thank you, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, you know, for us believers that we haven't been blocked from believing the truth. Kahala Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And yes, we catch hell, we go through things, man. And that's a part of being in this walk. But you got to have balance. The balance to that is beautiful things happen to us too, man. Great things happen to us that aren't even explainable sometimes as well. It's not always just catching hell. You know, although, you know, we've gone through it, you know, we're under the curses still. But the beautiful thing is the heathen are starting to suffer the same way. But their sufferings are not going to lead to glory. Our sufferings lead to glory. Okay? So we're drinking this cup of affliction. But hey, it's about to be over, man. All right? We going to have a hell of a testimony in the kingdom talking about the things we had to put up with in this society and to say, hey, you know what? We actually endured and got through it. Psalms 34:19. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. So the men of the Lord, you're going to catch hell, man. You're going to go through it. But Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai somehow, some way gets you through it every single time, man. He keepeth all his bones. Not one of them is broken. You know, you go through situations and at the end of the day, it's like, man, how in the hell did I get through that? But then you know, I mean, that was all Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, evil shall slay the wicked. So it's funny how the wicked promote evil, but the same thing that they promote is going to slay them. Okay? They're going to fall into their own trap. Okay? Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. So we're in a good case. Yeah, we catch hell. You know, Esau and Esau's little goons. All right? These people who are in the spirit of Esau, because this whole world is really under the vibration of Esau typically. You know, all these people who fight against Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, they're all going to be destroyed. Who follow after the manner of Esau, man, who is the wicked. The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. All right. And being a servant of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is a great benefit, man. So, you know, we're partakers and drinking that cup. And, you know, it's going to get real serious out here, man. All hell's going to break loose. And we don't know when that day is going to come exactly, but we know we're in the season. And as I like to say, I don't know the day, but I know the season. And I know we're in that season right now. All right. So we just got to endure just a little bit longer. Just hold on a little bit longer, and eventually, all of our heart's desires and things that we want, we're going to receive it. I'm going to close it out with Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter, yeah, it might be 2 and 2 actually. Ecclesiasticus, aka Sirach, chapter 2, verse 2. Nah, I'll start at 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. So, you're going to constantly go through things. But when things happen, hey, don't be so haste to just say, I'm done. I can't do this no more. Just throw in the towel. You ain't serving the Lord no more. You go back to being a no good nigga or a wetback. Okay? Someone fit for destruction. We're going to constantly go through things. And some things you go through, it's not all the time when you go through something. It's just like, you want to go crazy and turn into Hulk. But you're going to constantly go through little things. And, in your personal life, you know what those things are. Your hell is personalized, it's customized specifically for you. My hell is customized, it's personalized specifically for me. We know what we go through, and we're constantly going through things. But that's a part of what it takes to receive that kingdom of heaven. That's a part of drinking out of the Lord's cup, man. Okay? So hey, you better keep sipping and tipping. Hey, we got a lot to look forward to. Okay? What we're involved in, the flesh is so weak, it have you thinking something that's not even true. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Don't let the flesh, make you lose the fight, man. We just got to keep going. Just keep going. Keep going. Keep going until Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua pulls the plug on this place. We ain't out there prophesying. You believers aren't able to watch the videos no more. Whatever the case may be, keep going until the end, until death or deliverance. Keep serving. Keep having faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and watch the great and tender mercies that he's going to give to his servants, men, women, and children, those that he loves. Okay? All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Shalom.